It is Chris. It is the afternoon of Thursday, leap year day, February the 29th. As you can tell by my natty business attire, I've been out doing business. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Glad you're here. Subscribe. There it is. There's my message. Okay, so today, and so again, sorry I'm late. I want to talk about Donald Trump and the Supreme Court. So late on Wednesday, I lose track of days sometimes. Late on Wednesday, the Supreme Court said that it would hear oral arguments, that it would take up the case that Donald Trump is making, that he is completely and totally immune from any prosecution for anything that he did during his time as president of the United States. Now, this is a case that had been ruled on earlier this year by a DC appeals court. Many people, particularly people on the left, thought the appeals court had an airtight case. The appeals court said, no, absolutely not. In this case, you are a citizen first and a president second. You cannot have complete immunity for everything. This is particularly relevant, by the way, in regards to his conduct after the election and on January 6, 2021. Okay. He appeals that, and the Supreme Court could have dismissed it out of hand. They did not. They took it up. So the week of April the 22nd, they will hear oral arguments. Court watchers that I've talked to and that I've read suggest that by the end of June, that's when the court will announce all its decisions for this term, and that's when we'll get a decision. So what does that mean, and why do I think this does Trump a big favor politically? All right. Let's start here. Donald Trump is a very litigious person. He's filed over 4,000 lawsuits in his life, right? He's constantly in legal battles. The other thing about him is his main legal tactic is delay. He asks for stays. He appeals. He says he can't do things on time, right? He's constantly pushing things back. Which brings us to this conversation. So the trial that Jack Smith, the special counsel who's looking into the 2020 election and Trump's actions on January 6th, the trial on that, and Trump has been indicted in that case, the trial on that was supposed to start in early March, very soon. It cannot start until the immunity thing is cleared up. Because if the Supreme Court says, yes, Donald Trump is totally immune, cannot be charged for anything at any time that he did as president, well, then this case goes away, right? Because he's immune. So Jack Smith can't start this 2020 election subversion case until the Supreme Court rules. Now, if the Supreme Court had on Wednesday said, nope, we defer to the circuit court, the appeals court, we're all good. He is not, he cannot have full and total immunity, then the Jack Smith trial could have started soon. But now, the Jack Smith trial will not start, I don't think, until, let's say, the decision from the Supreme Court comes down in end of June. Let's say they say, there it is. Let's say that they say that Donald Trump is not immune. Okay, obviously, if they say he's immune, case closed. If they say he's not immune, that means that the trial can't really start until July at the earliest, August. And then the question is, does the Department of Justice, led by Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, do they really want to have a trial of the Republican presidential nominee and former president of the United States? Do they want to have a trial during the heat of the 2024 election about Donald Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 election? Would that be seen as putting a thumb, where's my thumb? Thumb on the scale for Joe Biden? Gosh, it certainly seems like that's... I know they say they don't make these legal decisions with the political environment in mind, but of course they do. So Donald Trump wins here. Delay is a win for Donald Trump. He wants to delay everything until after the election, believing that if he wins, he's golden. And what happened on Wednesday at the Supreme Court, no matter how they ultimately wind up ruling, is a good thing for Donald Trump's legal delay tactics. All right, that's all I got. Subscribe to my channel. Check out, like this video, live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Stay tuned. Spread the word. I'll see you tomorrow.